which can be either the principal or the agent or a third party. So when you impose an incentive on a behavior, when the incentive works the way it's supposed to and increases the levels of the behavior, that's known as the disciplining effect or the relative price effect. And that's where an incentive leads to more of what you want. But there's also this wild card effect, which is the way the incentive interacts with pre-existing intrinsic motivations. And there's three ways that this can go. For a long time, it was believed, and this is kind of standard economic, kind of classical economic idea, that when you add an extrinsic incentive, it really just builds on your motivations that you already had. So we're going to add up together your intrinsic motivation plus your new extrinsic motivation, and then you'll be really motivated to do whatever it is the principal wants you to do. But starting in the 1960s and 70s, research in a variety of fields found that this may not be true. So some of this research has led to theories of motivational crowding out, which is the idea that an extrinsic incentive can interfere with your intrinsic motivations in one of two ways. It can either lead to an absolute reduction in the level of your intrinsic behaviors, so you end up with less intrinsic motivation than you did before. Or it can lead to a relative reduction of intrinsic motivation, which is the idea that while you were previously doing something for the dominant reason that you just wanted to do it, or you were altruistic, or you cared about your health, now the dominant reason for doing it is going to be getting that intrinsic incentive. And that can change behavior patterns in a number of ways. So those are two forms of motivational crowding out. And I'm actually introducing this absolute and relative distinction for the first time in this paper. So hopefully it will be helpful. And then there's the idea of motivational crowding in, which is the suggestion that when you impose an